Hi guys, today I am going to be investing a substantial amount of money for me and I wanted to document it and share it with you too. So if you don't know, I have recently had a bit of a life change and I've gone back into full-time employment. And because of this, I now have a steady income. So this means that the money that I've saved that allowed me to have 7 months out of traditional employment can now be used, and I am choosing to use some of that savings to invest. So that's exactly what I'm doing today. I am using my Vanguard ISA. I have an ISA with Vanguard, but I do plan to open a new ISA with a different provider come April. So between now and April, I'm trying to invest as much as I possibly can into my Vanguard ISA, really utilize their low fees, and then I will just leave that ticking along and doing its own thing in future years to come. Of course, you can't pay into more than 2 stocks and shares ISA in one tax year. So I'm just trying to utilize that as best as I can now, ready for the new tax year in April. So without further ado, I'm going to get over to Vanguard and show you what I'm investing in today. I'm on the Vanguard What We Offer page, and if you haven't been on Vanguard recently, you will notice that it has actually changed. It looks completely different, and I actually made a video about a week or so ago showing the new changes because I saw them and it seemed very new and I wanted to share them. And then they changed them back to the original format and no one could see these new changes that I was speaking about, including myself, which was a bit odd. But it seems like now everyone has this new Vanguard and it looks really, really nice. I much prefer it. It's a lot tidier and you can see a lot more in just one simple screen. So the first investment that I'm going to make is probably my favorite ETF, and that is the S&P 500. I already have this as my biggest holdings, but I want more, and it's shopping day for me, so I'm going shopping and I'm buying the S&P 500. What I have noticed when I had a little look into this is actually that the price of one share of the S&P 500 right now is £63.05. In the last few days, it's been lower than that, which is a bit annoying, but I'm not trying to time the market. I'm making these investments and leaving it for a really long time. So, you know, if I get it £1 cheaper today or I pay £1 more, it's probably not going to really matter in 20, 30 years time anyway. So I'm not going to worry. I'm just going to go ahead and buy it now. Also, if you didn't know, with Vanguard, you can't buy fractional shares of everything, but you can with some things. So with ETFs, as far as I'm aware, you cannot purchase fractional shares. So this means that you can get 1 share, 2 shares, 3 shares, 4 shares, only whole numbers of shares. You can't just buy £15 worth. So the minimum that I can actually invest today is £63.05. That will get me 1 share. But what I want to do is I want to get as many shares as I can for around £2,000. So I'm going to just calculate that quickly now, just so I have an idea going into it. So I'm looking at getting about 32 shares. So what we're going to do is we're going to just click invest now, and that's popped that into my basket. So we'll leave that in there and we'll go and sort that out in a minute. But let's just now add the other fund that I want. The next Vanguard fund that I'm looking to invest in today is the FTSE Global All Cap. What I do realise is that the FTSE Global All Cap does invest in the American market. And because of that, I will be having some overlap with the S&P 500, but I've decided that I'm okay with that. I think that the American market and the American economy is going to grow, and these S&P 500 companies that, you know, are these massive players in the field, they're not going anywhere. And I think most of them are just going to continue to grow. So I'm okay with having a large exposure to the American economy. That's fine with me. I also have said time and time before that there are quite a few duplications in my Vanguard portfolio. I have recently been sorting that out. I've not actually made any changes yet. I've just listed down the duplications, worked through them, and I kind of have a plan and a strategy as to what I'm going to do. And I'm waiting to film a video because I want to share that with you. I don't want to just go ahead and do it. I want to share exactly what I'm doing and why on this channel, because it may help other beginner investors. So that's coming up soon as well. So do subscribe if you do want to see that in the future. So yeah, the next fund I'm going to put in my basket, I'm just going to filter it down here, is the FTSE Global All Cap. So let's just find that. Here it is, the FTSE Global All Cap Index Fund. So let's just click into that. With the index fund, I have the choice of having an income or an accumulation style fund. Income being that any dividends it generates, I get paid. Accumulation, it will just reinvest my dividends. I'm going to go with accumulation because that's what I already have. I'm just going to add to that. I'm happy just for it to automatically reinvest those dividends because, like I keep saying, I'm soon starting my own dividend growth investing portfolio. So that is separate to this. Happy for this just to be an accumulation fund. With the Vanguard index funds, you can buy fractional shares as far as I'm aware. So this means that, let's just say I have £100 that I want to invest today into the global all cap. I don't have to have £173.35, which is the current share price of this fund. I can just have £100, put it in, and it will give me as many shares, like the decimal of shares that I can buy with that money. So that's a fractional share, and you can do that with the index funds. So with this one, I'm wanting to purchase £1,000 worth. I don't need to worry about how many shares that's going to buy me. I'm just going to put in £1,000 and it will work it out for me and give me how many shares I get, plus maybe some fractional shares, whatever it needs to do. So I'm going to press invest now on this one. And we're going to, oh, that's odd. Where's my S&P 500 gone? That's okay. We'll go to view basket, continue to purchase, and I might have to just add the S&P 500 again. Which account would you like to top up? Definitely my ISA. And I will also be going with the next available price. I'm not interested in getting the live price and paying an extra £7.50 per trade. So we'll click continue on that one. This is odd. I wonder if this is the new, what's going on here? Now it's not showing me that I have anything in my basket. So sorry about this. I'm just going to add them back in now. So the FTSE Global All Cap, I'm looking to put £1,000 in. So I'm just going to pop that in there. And then I'm going to find the S&P 500. And I wanted to put about £2,000 in, but I do realise that I can't buy fractional shares. So I'm going to put my £2,000 in and it should work it out for me. Okay, so what it's telling me here is the ongoing charges. The FTSE Global All Cap is going to cost me 0.23%, S&P 500 0.07, so that's a really, really cheap ongoing charge. That is, amazing. That's why people love Vanguard. Again, I'm absolutely fine with all the terms and conditions. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop sharing my screen, put in my personal bank details and purchase these funds, and then I will come back and show you what happens next. Okay, so I have put my details in. It's all gone through nicely. So it just says, thanks Hayley, your buy orders have been submitted. What happens next is basically I have pending orders, and once they've gone through successfully, I will get notified. And yeah, that'll be good. I do feel a little bit lighter now. My purse feels a little bit lighter, that's for sure, but I'm really happy that I was able to put some of my savings into investments. That always makes me happy. And I just, it's good to share it with you guys to show that sometimes not everyone has loads and loads of money to put into their investments to begin with, but you can start very small and over time you can begin building your portfolio up, and that's definitely my plan anyway. I will be sharing a Vanguard portfolio update very soon, and you will see the purchases that I've just placed within that portfolio, so that will be up very, very soon, so do keep your eyes peeled for that if you're interested. And in the meantime, why not check out last month's Vanguard portfolio update right here.